An agent no longer asks about every option separately. Instead, a form appears directly in the chat, showing all settings at once and validating inputs. This change makes MCP apps an official part of the extended Model Context Protocol. The short answer is yes. An agent can initiate interactive forms, charts, and dashboards in the chat. However, the compatible host runs and displays them. That is an important distinction. The language model selects an appropriate tool call, while the chat client loads the associated interface and embeds it in a controlled manner. Technically, the tool description references a UI resource. It contains an HTML interface along with the required JavaScript and CSS. A web host typically displays it in a sandboxed iframe. This keeps the app within the conversation without giving it direct access to the parent page, its cookies, or local storage. The real advance is not merely the embedded window. The app and host can communicate in both directions. A form submission can call a tool on the connected server. The host can then return new results to the interface. This allows users to change filters, update datasets, or edit individual items in a multi-step workflow without writing a new prompt for every step. This makes MCP apps especially useful when text becomes too cumbersome. A sales report can appear as an interactive map. A deployment with many interdependent options can be represented as a validated form. Live metrics can appear in an updated dashboard. Media views or approval processes involving multiple items also fit this pattern. However, this does not give the agent blanket permission to run arbitrary interfaces or actions. The host determines which capabilities are available. Additional permissions can be requested, and connected tools remain subject to rules and user consent. Communication uses a controlled post-message channel and a JSON RPC-based protocol. Availability is not automatically the same everywhere. MCP apps extend the core specification, but every chat client must support the extension itself. An app may therefore appear interactively in a compatible host while being completely unavailable in another client. For teams, client support is therefore the first practical limitation. The sensible choice is not to move every web app into a chat. The approach is worthwhile when conversational context, server tools, and an interactive view belong together. For a standalone application without that connection, a regular web app often remains simpler. Ultimately, chats become controlled workspaces. Forms and dashboards can live directly alongside the conversation, while the host mediates presentation, communication, and permissions. Share this with your team to save time.